This is the wrap-up for the live market open for Tuesday, April 12th. All in all, we're seeing a positive mood in markets. Risk on. That means commodity currencies are up, the pound is up, and the yen is down after many days of a surge. The British pound specifically, together with commodity currencies, is also relatively high. And it defies gravity. Everything is going against the pound in terms of news, but perhaps there's some kind of short squeeze, and that's why we're seeing some kind of improvement. Yesterday we had two non-event special expedited Fed meeting. Nothing was reported about that. And the meeting between US President Barack Obama and Fed Chair Janet Yellen, the result was that they talked about the economy. No leaks or no announcements of substance were made. Okay, what we did have in terms of indicators only came from Australia. Business confidence jumped to 6 points in that figure from NAB, and that's good news for Australia. It goes hand in hand with the better market mood. So let's look at a few charts in this wrap-up. Euro dollar is in a very defined and frustrating range, 113.35 to 114.60. As we speak, moving a bit higher within this range. Pound dollar, as I said, the pound is defined gravity, 142.50 at the moment. Met resistance at 142.80, support at 141.75, and very strong support at 140.50. Dollar yen found support at 107.65 and moved a bit higher. Perhaps there's some kind of resistance there at 108.40. At least people in the Bank of Japan and the Ministry of Finance are have their chance to rest, not be worried too much about the strength of the yen. Dollar CAD in the Canadian dollar, we're seeing a lot of strength. We're approaching very critical support at 128.30, currently backing off these lows. 129.30 works as resistance, followed by 130. Stronger oil prices. And well, we also had a positive employment report in Canada on Friday. All these support the Canadian dollar, okay? And of course, the better market mood. Australian dollar, as aforementioned, enjoying the better than expected business confidence, but as we're seeing it now, it sort of unable to break above 76.40, but it did move above 76, and after finding support last week at the round 75 number, further resistance at 77.25. Okay, and the Kiwi dollar currently under 68.80, higher resistance at 69.80, lower support at 68.20, followed by 67. Okay, so that's a roundup for charts. Not a lot of indicators so far this week. Not a lot of real news. Well, it's only the second day of the week. Things are getting warmer, well, already today, and then we'll have more moves later on. So today we have at 8:30 UK inflation data. Watch out for erratic moves before the release and of course afterwards. First and foremost, look at the headline CPI and then core CPI. At 12:30 we have US import prices. Could be a small market mover, a federal budget at 6. For me, the most important event is the Chinese trade balance. Has a big impact on the mood. Not the actual trade figure, but the number, the level of exports, the change of exports, and the change in imports, okay? More imports and more exports are more activity. Last time we had a big drop in exports, 25.4%, a huge catastrophe. You can blame it on the Chinese New Year if and only if we now see a recovery, a bounce in that figure. The world will be watching. These figures, as I mentioned earlier, are hard to fudge, hard to mess around with, okay? Because they are comparable with parallel figures in other countries, okay? That's why I think we it should be quite an interesting release to see how economic activity in the world's number two economy is faring. Okay. Yeah, and that's it, I guess.